the core of the tattoo, the Belfast tattoo, is always the local bands. Should they be pipe bands, should they be flute bands or whatever, we always maintain that as a core, primarily because it gives the local bands an international stage to appear on. But this year we're lucky enough to have gathered in Her Majesty's Royal Marines. We also have Adest, who you've just recorded, from Holland. We have the Ravens from the south of Ireland, and we have the Calgary Police pipe band coming in to join us this year, and we also have a very unpronounceable Italian act whose show's based around, as we would say over here, flag waving. So we have 25 flag wavers on the floor in a non-contentious manner.
I got involved in dancing from a very young age. I started off with ballet and tap and then progressed into the traditional style. So I was an Irish dancer from the age of 6, and then Highland dancing took over. I was always used to the bagpipes and grew up with a family that had a tradition of bagpipes, and I didn't take musically to it. Instead I did the dancing end of it. So anytime we were at the pipe band contests, I would have been doing the dancing instead.
I got involved in dancing I was at primary school. Michelle came in to teach some PE in it, and ever since I've just been going to her classes.
Tattoos originated in, I suppose the modern tattoo originated with Edinburgh tattoo 50 years ago this year. And the popularity of that tattoo has meant that it's sprung up all over Europe and further afield. In terms of Belfast and Northern Ireland in general has more bands per head of population than anywhere else in the world. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me when I had a bit of time in my hands and I thought, well, Belfast really is short of a tattoo. So I sat down and I worked in planning to bring the tattoo here. It was essential in my view. It was brought indoors to avoid the vagaries of the poor weather we would get. And we started the tattoo 3 years ago. Here we are now, and it is now a major international event.
And what should audiences and visitors expect in this year's lineup?
Well, what they should expect is spectacle. We aim for the spectacular, and this year I think we've given it to them in spades. The rehearsals have been going on now for the best part of a week, and it has just been building and building in spectacle, culminating with Adest Musica and the Royal Marines. So I think they'll just be blown away when they see the complete show.
And then with regards to practice for an event like this, would there be a lot of practice involved?
Loads of practice. We've been planning for months. So these girls have only really met and gelled this week, but months ago it started with all the choreography, and the steps were all sent out to them on email to dancers from all around the globe. So we have dancers from Canada, South Africa, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Ireland, all in the same team. So this week is all just gelling it together. They've learnt their steps months ago, and now it's just pulling it all in on the last week, ready for performance night.
Why do you think this event is so important for people in Ulster and beyond?
Well, the band tradition in Ulster is very important to people. It's part of their culture, it's part of their heritage, and in many respects the band culture really hasn't progressed over the years to look at a new format, and we hope that they'll look at what we're doing here in a new light.
Isn't that right? Were you the person at the back of the point?
Keep it high, Aaron. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have more dancers than we've ever had before. We have 98 dancers in total, so finding the space for them will be the trouble, but it's a good challenge to have. So it's fantastic to have so many dancers from everywhere in the world.
It's been getting better every year, and more dancers have been coming from further out and stuff.
Belfast yet hasn't bought into the Belfast tattoo, which is a shame. We have attracted this year 500 visitors from outside Northern Ireland, mostly from England and Scotland. We have coach parties coming in from England and Scotland, and it's just a shame that with this on Belfast doorstep that more of the people don't come along. They maybe see the bad press that bands get on television. That's not what we're about. We're interested in entertainment, and we intend to give people entertainment.